So you asked for the first step, right? He said he didn't know the first step to take. The first step would be surrendering your heart and completely killing your flesh and becoming one with the Lord. So repenting. If you don't have a pastor, um, I would find it hard to believe that there's a family that nobody in the family is a pastor or a preacher, right? I never really thought about that. You're still full of it.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's finally one.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
Y'all pray for me. This woman the Lord gave me. Woo. I'm gonna love her through it though. I'm gonna love her. I say yes today. I say I do to today, forever.
Don't start.
And always.
Please don't start.
Don't start what?
There ain't nothing wrong with me.
You
I'm
right.
fine.
You, baby, you the best. Ain't nothing
You
wrong
begged
with
for
you.
this.
I ain't begged for nothing.
You begged for this.
I ain't begged for nothing. What I beg for?
You begged. Baby, please come back.
Never.
Baby, please.
Don't lie. We say we're gonna keep it real on our pod.
I'm
I've
lying.
never begged for nothing.
Just give me hope. Just give me hope.
Yeah, you was being mean. You
Okay,
didn't
then.
Talk to me. I didn't beg.
Okay, begging.
For what did I say after I got saved?
What?
After I got rebaptized?
What?
I just said, be my friend. I'm gonna trust God, whether it's you or somebody else. Then I said
Give me
that.
hope. Give me hope.
That was before my heart changed. That's a great transition on the question we got today. It's a great transition. First, besides being honorary,
I'm not honored.
how are you?
I'm a lovely woman of God.
Ooh.
I submit to my husband. That submissive wife.
I'm gonna bless that. I'm gonna rebuke that lion spirit you got in you today.
You dirty.
You got a lion spirit in you.
Dirty.
What's going on?
A lion spirit.
Man,
wow.
I gotta wrestle you to the ground to get you to do anything. To record the pod. I did.
That's a different story.
Why?
Cause sometimes I just don't be feeling like it. Anyway.
I'm gonna rebuke that.
Babe, so how was your week?
My week?
Yes.
I don't know if we can say this on the pod. I had a hell of a week.
Oh.
And
Really?
not in a good way.
Talk about it.
Man, I gotta find a car. I've definitely been looking for a car, and that is a quest because I want another Cadillac. I want another Cadillac, so it's been a quest finding one like in our area that I like and that I want. Color that I like, style that I like. Definitely want the SUV. I think I'm looking at the XT5. Those are sweet. So yeah. But other than that, God is still good. We was talking about, me and you was talking about yesterday, just how good He is, right? And we did something. It was my idea yesterday that I never do. If y'all don't know me, I like being in the house. Like when I'm not on the road, I like being in the house because I'm on the road, I'm out and about. I like to be home. I like home cooked meals. I like watching movies at home. I like being in the bed. I like being here. And yesterday after dinner, I was like, let's go to the casino. This is not a pattern, you guys. This is just this is the second episode in a row we talk about going to the casino. But anyway, I was just like, let's go to the casino. And I don't know why. Like, that wasn't me.
Yeah,
like,
it was very shocking.
That is not me.
It's now we gonna get something to eat. Let's watch a movie.
Yeah.
What we watching? What you in the mood for? But he was just like, hey, let's go. And I was like, all right, let's go.
So I love playing poker. But you know, I've never played in a casino. As many times as I've been to Vegas, I've never played in Vegas. As many times, you know, the times that we've been to the casino in Bristol, I've never played. So I was like, tonight I'm gonna play, babe. I'm gonna put my name on the list. I'm gonna play. Put my name on the list. Took about 30 minutes or so, and they called me up, and I walked to the table they had me at, and I look at this dude. I was like, "You look like Eddie Jones." If you don't know who Eddie Jones is, former drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round, 10th pick, baller. He played for the Charlotte Hornets for a little bit, whatever, baller, all-star. And he just looked at me and laughed, and his friend's like, he ain't nothing, his friend. And so I sit down, so we just talking, we chopping it up. I was like, dude, you are Eddie Jones. He just started laughing. He was like, I just like to keep a low profile. And it was at that moment I knew that's why I was there. And if you don't know, I own a book publishing company, and I created a new division about 4 years ago called Books for Athletes, where I help athletes become best-selling authors, right? Now, my parent company, we still help everybody, but this new division I've really been focusing on. So me and him chopping it up, and he's like, yo, what do you do? I said, I help athletes become best-selling authors. He was like, you do? And I was like, yeah. He said, well, how many people you work with, stuff like that. So I started showing him pictures, I started showing him videos, I started showing him some of my clients. He was like, yo, you got a card, take my information. But I knew that's why I came. I knew that's why I came, so I didn't mind losing my money. I won one hand of poker, and but I learned though. It being my first time at the casino, I learned. I know what to do now. I know what it is. But yeah. So that was dope last night. I left excited. I left encouraged. We exchanged numbers, the whole nine. He said he wanted to do some research on me and my company, and then we're gonna be working together. So that was good. So that's how my week was. How was your week?
That was dope. I had a good week. I actually had a day off in the week, so kind of broke up that long week. So
Yeah.
I had to take off to help my baby girl move into her own apartment. So I did that on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday it was a breeze, and then went to the casino and lost a little bit, but gained a lot. So, yep, that was my week.
Yep. Also, yeah, I was gonna say also I got another client who's a former Chicago Bulls, but if you don't know, I am Chicago everything, Bulls, Bears, everything. So
Who we talking about? You got Walt?
no, Walt coming. The one we yesterday. The Chicago Bulls, not Bears. The one yesterday that I was telling you about when I
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's not what this podcast is about. You want to talk about books? Look me up on one of my other podcasts. So yeah, babe, let's get into the question. This question means a lot to me, and I pray that my answers not only help the man that sent it in, but men who are watching it. And if ladies, if your husband is not watching, maybe send him this episode, tell him to check it out if you feel like he can benefit from it.
All right, here we go. I am a husband and father who hasn't always gotten it right. I've made mistakes that hurt my marriage and my relationship with my kids. I committed to changing and being better, but I'm not sure where to start. What steps, and I think he's talking to you, what steps did you take to rebuild trust, show up constantly, and become the man your family could depend on?
Man, first off, I want to congratulate you for admitting like that you're in this place and you need help and you want advice. And thank you for sending this in. This is something, like, I actually wish you was a guest on the show so you can ask me direct questions. So, babe, help him out if it's something that maybe I forget. But, man, the first step that I took, right? The first step is about you surrendering your heart, your mind, your spirit, your flesh, your everything to the Lord. That was the first step I took. Now, I had been talking to my pastor, telling him I wanted my family back, but guess what? I didn't want to kill that flesh. I hope that makes sense. I did not want to kill that flesh. I didn't want to stop having sex before marriage. I still wanted to sleep with her and anybody else that I had the opportunity to, because my heart wasn't right. My heart wasn't converted yet, right? So you asked for the first step, right? He said he didn't know the first step to take. The first step would be surrendering your heart and completely killing your flesh and becoming one with the Lord. So repenting. If you don't have a pastor, I would find it hard to believe that there's a family that nobody in the family is a pastor or a preacher, right? I never really thought about that. What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
And I'm Natasha.
Listen, we are now accepting dates for marriage and relationship workshops, trainings, and panels. What are some of the topics, baby?
Yeah, topics including but not limited to are restoring trust after infidelity, communication, restoring the intimacy, becoming one, how to win in your finances, before you say I do, and are they the one?
Listen, this is perfect for churches. This is perfect for conferences.
Yeah.
This is perfect for marriage and couples ministries. We would love to come visit you and be a part of your next event or your special event. All you need to do to get locked in with us, see if a date is available, send us an email at admin@kellyandnatasha.com or just go to the website kellyandnatasha.com. We would love to be a part of your next event.
Yeah.
But if you have a pastor who's in your family, if you have a pastor friend, if you have somebody who can pray with you, because my pastor did. I remember exactly when it happened. My pastor called me early one morning, and I was on there. I mean, I'm talking about completely in my flesh. I'm going off. I'm talking about her and what she's saying, what she doing, and her not talking to me, her everything. And he was like, he said, "Shut up, I'm gonna pray for you." And he started praying, and the Spirit of God came through that phone. Next thing you know, I'm crying, and I'm saying, "Yes, Lord, I submit to your will, I submit to your way. I'm gonna do this your way." That's the first step. Go ahead, you got something to add? Or something to help me out. I don't want to just be talking in the dark, like. But yeah,
It's like
that's the first
he
step.
wants to hear what, like, changed you, what steps you took to becoming this better man and father. And don't forget, I know you said that you had to change and fully submit.
Yeah.
But you've got to talk about your relationships with your children as well too.
Yeah, so that's why I said first it starts before it gets to anybody, before you get to your wife, before you get to your children, before anything, you first got to surrender to the Lord, repent, right? Ask for his forgiveness. And then this is something I wish somebody would have told me. Then you got to forgive yourself. Then you got to forgive yourself. Don't worry about judgment from other imperfect people, right? Don't worry about trying to prove to imperfect people that you've changed. Just begin to walk it out. Just begin to seek the Lord. Just begin to read your word. Just begin to be around brothers who are serving the Lord, brothers who are being faithful to their wives, brothers who are loving their children, brothers who are talking about. That's what they talk about. That's what they live. And those are the brothers that you need to surround yourself with, right?
Yeah, I think that's really important. Being around those that want to do right, because there's a lot that, they sitting right there with you in the mess, talking about everything going on with them, everything that you should be doing, like listening to the he say, like, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's important. You may have to leave some people behind. You know, you may have to leave some people behind to go to the next level. Then let's graduate as you're walking with the Lord. Now you're seeking the Lord, this and that. Then you need to repent to your wife, repent to your children, apologize, and be vulnerable. You know, ask for forgiveness, apologize, hear them out. Like that was the toughest whooping I had to take. Like one day, just hearing out, like a whole day, just hearing out my kids and their grievances and how I've hurt them and what. Like that was a hard day. Like I felt like I had been beaten.
Yeah, it was. It was like a whole family meeting. Like we were sitting there and listening to all of them, you know, talk about, because all of them watched him while he was in it, so they were hurt. But yeah, that was tough.
But yeah, so being a man, I had to take it because I did it. You know, one thing I'll always say. Well, you tell me if I'm wrong. One thing that I prided myself on, and it was backwards. I prided myself on being a man of my word, right? How can you say you're a man of your word and you're not a man who keeps your vows? A man who keep your promises to the Lord, right? So I said I was a man of my word in the flesh, not connected to anything in the spirit, right? And that's hard to admit, right? Because I used to always, oh, I'm a man of my word, and if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it, which was true.
Right.
I'll say 98% of the time. If I told you I was gonna do something, or I tell you I'm gonna do it, right? But what about the covenant and the commitment that I made to the Lord? Right? Ignorance is not an excuse, right? Like not knowing is not an excuse. And I can say that as a man, right? So, what was I going with that? I was just saying, like, I always prided myself on being that. So I felt like that part of my life had been consistent. But what I've learned is people don't remember the 98% of the times you came through. It's that 2% that they dwell on, that they harp on, or that they don't forget. It's the one time you tell them no. It's the one time you can't be there. It's the you get what I'm saying? They don't remember the years of your track record. They never weigh in that. They focus. It's just like, you know, on the podcast. We spend more time talking about the people who leave negative stuff than we do the positive. And I think that that's a trick of the enemy, right? Yes. So let me back up. First things first. You asked for steps, my kind of guy. First things first, recommit to the Lord. Second thing, forgive yourself. Yep. Third thing, then repent to your wife and your children, right? Or is that number 4? Repent to your wife and your children. Then the next thing I would say, how you rebuild trust, is consistency, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say if you didn't come out with that, I was going to say being consistent, staying and doing and being that man of your word, consistency. Like,
yeah. So what helped you? So he asked me what are the steps I took. What helped you regain that trust and that faith and everything in me?
I had to watch your moves. Like I had to really seek and see, like, what you were going to do about this situation, what you was doing about this one, and how you overcame it, or how it just played out. Like I watched, because there was many a times that you said, yeah, I'm gonna change, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then it was back to the same thing. You would be mad, or you wouldn't be that sweet guy that you were portraying to be, like. But now, like,
I was portraying to be a sweet guy to who?
Me.
I portrayed to be a sweet guy to you?
Yeah, because you would be sweet as like the Sour Patch Kids. You sweet and sour, like anything at the drop of a hat would make you mad. Like you could be smiling and then all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So I just had to watch and really see who you were and see if you were a changed man.
And that's what rebuilt the trust.
The consistency.
Being consistent. Going back to something else I touched on is like surrounding yourself with men of God. Like I was getting up at 4 a.m. on a Saturday to drive to Atlanta to go to Open Wings Ministries. They started something called Brunch and Bros. And I would drive all the way there to be surrounded by Pastor D, Marquell, Cantus, like positive brothers and the men in the room who desired to be, men of God, who desired to be better husbands, better fathers. Like I literally drove to that, and it was life changing. Like those being surrounded by those men, being surrounded by, that type of energy, it changed me. It helped me along my process of getting better and getting that consistency. And I would say just don't get caught up on proving yourself to people. Like I felt like that was a place where I messed up in. Like I wanted so much to prove myself and prove that I've changed that sometimes I lost focus and was harder on myself than I should be. Because let's be honest, man, none of us are perfect. Like even though I've done work and even though I've been healed, I'm healing and deliverance, like I'm still not perfect, right? And the one thing I think about this often, I hope people don't get from our podcast that our marriage, our life and everything, because it's not. It's never going to be perfect, but what it is what we have is beautiful. It's safe. It feels good. You get what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I wanted to say. Like, our good outweighs the bad, and it's rare that we have bad. Like, we almost have to fake get in an argument or fake be mad at each other for it. You get what I'm saying? And it is a genuine love and a genuine connection and a genuine desire to please each other. Like, and I love like how reciprocal it is. But guess what? It started with me.
That's right.
It started with me. So those are the steps that I would take. And then you got to be the head. So if you have to, ask your wife to start praying with you at night. Ask your wife to then start doing a daily devotional with you. And you pick it out. And you lead the reconciliation, and it's not going to be perfect. It's going to take some time. Like, be patient with yourself, be patient with the process. And speaking of Pastor D, him and Pastor Tay talks about this all the time. You can't put a time limit on somebody's healing. Like, if you hurt your spouse, you hurt your children, you can't tell them, oh, I've said sorry, you need to get over that. You can't put no time limit on a person's healing. You can't tell them to get over something. You can't tell them how long that they can, deal with or get over whatever it is that you did to them. So you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to stay prayed up. And you're going to have to surround yourself with men of God and strength. All right. Read it one more time. I want to make sure I covered it.
He's a husband and father. Yep. Who hasn't always gotten it right.
Guess what? Nobody has.
Nope.
So let's start right there. Nobody has. I don't care what husband, what father. Life can turn you into somebody you don't want to be even for a split second. So don't get caught up on that.
I've made mistakes that hurt my marriage and my relationship with my kids. I'm committed to changing and being better, but I'm not sure where to start. Yeah. And then the steps that you took to rebuild trust, show up consistently, and become the man your family could depend on.
Yep. I felt like they can always depend on me physically, but was I always there emotionally? Was I always there to make them emotionally secure? No. That has grown, And sometimes as men, we can hang our hats on one thing. Like, okay, I'm a provider. No, it's more than that.
Right.
You know, it's more than that. I go to work every day. It's more than that. It takes more than that to be a head of a household, to be a father, to be a husband. Like you do, we have to wear many hats. We are the priests, so we got to stay on our post. We got to stay prayed up. We got to pray over our family. We got to stay in our word. We got to be prepared for the different situations and maintain a level of a level head, right? We can't let our emotions take over us, right? So yeah, those are the steps that I would take. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I would recommend? Audiobooks are great. Um, Find you an audiobook that you can, rock with. I do a lot of audiobooks. Maybe I should write a book on this. That's a good idea. This confirmation, because that thought came from me. I spoke at a men's empowerment event last month, and I thought about, like, man, maybe I should write a book on this. What do you think? You think it's worth it?
Yeah, I mean, there's people asking questions on how.
I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Should I write a book on this? And that way men can have some tools or a tool that they can refer back to. All right, what you got, baby? Any questions or anything you think I left out, or anything, any story you can think of that I could share with him to help him, or anything like that? Anything you feel like we're leaving out or I left out?
No, I think you've hit on everything, like the steps of repenting and coming to Christ and truly being with Christ. Repenting to your wife, asking forgiveness from your wife and your children, and just showing up and being consistent in what you do. Keep that pattern of, if you truly want, that, you have to stay on that course. But I can't think of anything that you missed.
Yeah, my pastor told me when I told him I wanted my family back. He was like, the Lord's going to do it, but you're not going to like how he does it. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, still in my flesh. And after I came out on the other side, I knew what he meant. He meant that I was going to have to die to myself. I was going to have to die to my flesh. I was going to have to give up everything. I was going to have to lay it all at the altar. And that's what he meant. And no, I didn't like how he did it. It was painful. It was painful. It was not easy. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. So, but it's worth it. Is it worth it? Yep, it's worth it. It's worth it. Very much so. Babe, you've been quiet.
What? Like, the question was towards you. Like, you explained what the steps that you took to becoming this better man.
And working every day. Like, constantly working every day. Constantly doing the work. And that's what it's going to take. So, all right, my brother.
But, that praying over your family. Pray every night, man of God. Pray over your family.
So you're trying to be jokes. She don't like to. She has.
Don't
one
say
night,
it like that.
She has one night a week that she prays, Wednesday, and she don't like to do that. Why?
I just feel like it's the man of God. You are the head. You pray over the family, over our lives. Like,
I do. I pray without ceasing. I'm praying all day, but collectively, you have to pray too. You have to be a woman of God.
I pray over you. I pray over our family every day as well.
Okay, baby. Wednesday is still your day to pray.
Right,
See,
but
you started off capping. You started off talking about you submissive to your husband. I got to wrestle you down to pray.
I am submissive.
Yeah, whatever. You better.
Anyway.
You better.
I am better.
You are. I'm not joking. You better. You good. We ain't got no problems. I'm happy.
Oh, so I was the problem?
Yeah.
Oh,
You was
okay.
a big problem.
Okay.
You was not the problem by
No,
yourself.
you just said it. I was the problem.
We were.
You just said it. I was the problem. Y'all heard that.
I was the majority.
He said I was the problem.
I was the majority of the problem.
Didn't
But
do anything.
You didn't help. You said it in the last episode. You made it. You added to my stress.
I did add the stress because you stressed me out.
Oh my goodness, man. Okay. Did we answer the question? Do
I
you feel
believe
like we
we
helped
did.
the man of God today?
Yes, I believe.
Okay, thank
that.
you. Bro, thank you so much for sending in that question. Listen, if you made it to the end of this episode, I want you to do me a huge, huge favor, right? Number one, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, just click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. Please subscribe. Next thing I need you to do, right? Like this episode, right?
Come on, give us a thumbs up. Like it.
And then put your thoughts in the comments, right? If you do that, guess what? We got a free gift for you in the description.
Okay.
Right?
I like them gifts.
If you haven't got it, there's a free relationship devotional. Just click the link. Make sure you go over there, get your free devotional.
Hey.
And it will put you on our newsletter, right? We got some amazing things coming up. Like, man, we got some things that you want to find out about before the world finds out. And if that's you, right, you want to help your relationship in the process, click that link that's in the description and go check out that free devotional we got for you. You could just go to www.kellyandnatasha.com.
Okay. Come on, guys. Subscribe, share, and like. Let's do this.
All right. On that note, you got anything to say?
Nope.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Hey guys, just wanted to come to you thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys. Share. Help us.
Yep. And you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's about helping couples, right?
Share. Yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.